What's up guys, back into another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to the chapters, did I do 3 chapters last time? Did I? I think I did. Because we ended off with the cliff, didn't we? So I think I'll be doing Captives and the Iron Maiden today. Actually, again, a little bit surprising. I thought I was going to be doing 3 chapters today, but looks like I done that to finish off last week. I do just need to kind of read myself up on what did happen last week. With me covering 3 chapters. I think we covered a lot of the fight in the Den of Evil. There was again a massive fight scene with the giant goat guy. Obviously we ended off with Guts versus Serpico, which was an absolutely brilliant fight, but again just need to kind of clue myself back up on some of the points, as again it has been about a week and I didn't even know how many chapters I was going to be reading today. Don't want to be censoring anything. So yeah, we finished off with the goat guy, and then again Serpico ambushed us on this very tight cliff, but we did end up winning this fight. Luckily no one dying as well. Yeah, got a little bit more of an idea. I say a little bit more of an idea, a little bit more of an idea who's not this set of eyes, but again, still not. It might just be a completely new kind of thing, if you know what I'm saying, because it's got this weird tentacle kind of stinger thing, and it's just a really strange presence, isn't it? And it's obviously a quite mischievous presence, and wants the worst for Guts and co, I think, just from his actions. But again, we sorted out Serpico last episode, which was nice, but unfortunately, yeah, we ended up with the Cedro getting reprimanded by Guts a little bit here. Again, it's really not Cedro's fault. He done a hell of a lot, didn't he? Again, loving a Cedro at the minute. I love all the additions since the end of the Eclipse. To be honest with you, there've been some really quite big characters, and characters I'm really I really like the Band of the Hawk, but again, I would argue maybe some of the characters we met afterwards are even better than quite a few we met there, and that's after watching and reading the Golden Age, I think it's called, 3 times. We also saw this little fucking, there he is again, this little slime, those little tentacles he's walking on. He turned into a frog as well at some point, I think. But yeah, looking forward to seeing more of that. But I think we've still got plenty left of this arc, which I find quite crazy. Do let me know what you guys think of these upcoming chapters though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions though. And let's get right into it, guys. There it is. This place is hell. This place is hell. Listen good. If we don't return by morning, get away from Albion. When I get back, that's when. The authorities will catch you if you're slowpokes. Luca. So she's planning on coming with us, eh? Dangerous. I mean, yeah, dangerous for both for Cedro and Luca here. You should go back. I can't guarantee your life, and you'll be in my way. Is that so? Yeah. This ain't woman's work, Luca. The girls are just left in the distance. But yeah, I mean, it's not the fact that she's a girl, but she is not going to be much help here, is she? I really like the speech she done. Was it the last chapters? Or the chapters before that, but she had a really awesome speech for Guts' entrance, didn't she? Really like that moment for her. And again, come around to her character quite a bit. Again, didn't really get off the best of starts with her. I didn't really like her that much, but as it's continued, I've liking her more and more. Like what I'm seeing. But she must have some importance here if she's coming, if you know what I'm saying. Like, hopefully she's not just coming here to die or get tortured. Same goes for you. I'm going because I want to. Lay off. I think Cedro is probably much better equipped physically. He's, like they've said the whole time, he's a bit of a monkey, isn't he? So he's quite good at getting himself out of danger. I think he proved that in the last couple of chapters, didn't he? In that situation, he'd done a hell of a good job. I still ain't given up on you owing me a giant favour. I'll make up for that blunder. We got a late start earlier, but that won't happen this time. It's not like you alone worry about those girls, right? Besides, I've got a bit of a pull in the monastery. Monastery, yeah. With any luck, we might be able to rescue them without any bloodshed. Do what you want. Will this work? I mean, that's not going to hold anything here, is it? I can understand her thought process though. Do what you want. Will this work? I have no idea. Then why didn't you say so? I think we can only give up. The inside of that tower is crazy. This is because Luca is so stubborn, so honest and stupid. If Luca and them don't come back, what should we do? I don't know, stupid. Please, let them all come back safely. Praying. Who are you praying to? Are you praying to the forces that are actively creating this situation? The darkness? That's quite funny, isn't it? She's even like, who should I be praying to here? But yeah, likelihood is that they're all, at least one of these guys probably not going to come back safely, right? Unfortunately, there's no way for man to change the course of this festival. This Skull Knight's words. Unfortunately, there's no way for man to change the course of this festival. Again, there was an exception to that, so there's always a slight chance. The way I see things sometimes, I obviously don't always think like this, but the way I see chance sometimes is, and this might be completely unrelated, might relate in the same way, but there's a certain percent chance something happening, like 99% chance of whatever happening, and then there's a 1% chance of it failing, for example. The way I see it sometimes, that is the case most of the time, but it might link in with like fate, for example. I feel like even if it is a 1 to 99% chance, it is still 50-50, because it's either yes it does happen or no it doesn't happen. It's one of two kind of 50% things happen. It might sound quite stupid, but I don't know. I've always thought that probability. I've always again just like the thought of nothing's really impossible. It either happens or it doesn't happen, no matter what the actual odds are stacked against you. Either yes or no, it happens or it doesn't. That might be quite naive, but I like that kind of line of thought. So I've always kind of tried to think like that, even again with the odds stacked against you, for example. We already subsist within the current of causality. Ugh. Looks like a beheaded, but I imagine that's that fucking tentacle creature with the eyes just looking at us from the top of this place. Creepy bastard, isn't it? What to do? I lost sight of them. So many people obscuring their presence. Huh. Whoopsie. What is it? Something there. A bat, right? So they can see me, even in such a huge temple. Still though, what's this stifling feeling? A den of these... Yeah, I imagine Puck must be feeling some horrible emotions right now. A den of these apostle monsters, and that's not all. There are plenty more muddled things. I've got a bad feeling. I'd better find him fast. Oh god, man, when Puck gets near that fucking room, it's gonna be a nightmare. Oh well, it's not the worst place ever. Definitely not the worst place in this bloody castle, or whatever it's called, monastery. And they don't look very well. Casca looks like normal, but they both do look a little scared. Casca hugging like a Nina like that. But yeah, again, not the worst place in this castle, is it? Must be quite forget what the word is. Tight in there. What's it called when you're in a small space? I can't remember. But yeah, it must feel like kind of being trapped in an elevator a little bit. But like I said, there's plenty worse places here. Save me, Luca. Save me. Look at that. Casca's still got that kind of nature about her, even with all her memories gone, hasn't she? As I brought up a second ago about how she was hugging Nina, patting her on the head, trying to comfort her. Like one of the first things we ever saw from Casca was her kind of giving up her own body heat. Well, not giving up, but kind of sharing her body heat with Guts, and even though she didn't like it, there's that good nature from her, isn't it? Aren't you a witch, Elaine? Can't you use your magic to get us out of here? Come on, listen. If we don't sneak out quick, terrible things will happen. You'll be burned at the stake. Enough already! Come on, Nina. Nina's so jittery, isn't she? She's been like this the whole time. Just like a broken person. Just 1 minute, just absolutely calm and fine. Next minute, just well, she's always been frantic. I wouldn't say calm and fine. Actually, I'd say kind of constrained. And then the next minute, she just unleashes everything. She just goes, do this, do that, go here. It's crazy, isn't it? Again, understandable considering her own situation and the amount of situations she's been in. Nina really has been in quite the situation since her introduction, hasn't she? Very unfortunate character. Probably one of the most unfortunate characters we've seen in terms of their kind of circumstance. But again, she's just so jittery. So quick to make a decision, then go back on it, then make a bad decision, then go back on it. But whatever. I don't care anymore. It's your fault. Nothing good's happened to me since I met you. Again, has anything good happened to you since we met you in general? No. And she was already dying anyway, before she met Casca, right? Aren't I the one who looked after you? So why? Why am I the only one? Ooh. Sorry. That was a lie. I'm sorry, Elaine. Forgive me. And there it is again, like I said, the turnaround. The way I kind of see it is again like a heart rate monitor, but with her brain. It's like this, but it's like all over the fucking place. An absolute mess in there. Oh crap. Bad things, terrible things are gonna happen. One of you, come on, go take Nina. I wouldn't say I like Nina. I don't dislike her either. Again, I do think she is an interesting character, an unfortunate character. Yeah, I'd much rather them fucking torture Nina than Casca. Obviously, the best would be none, but someone's got to be taken here. So, I was gonna say I wouldn't actually be. I was gonna say, I wouldn't be too surprised if Nina kind of put Casca in front of her in this situation. But it kind of looked like she pushed her there for a second. But no, I think they did just take Casca. I kind of read it wrong. Again, that wouldn't have been out of character for me. I mean, she gave up her own boyfriend in a crazed state. It doesn't matter which, just move it. Oh, come here, you. Oh, to tell them to wait, not to take a lane. But then I'll be No, not you. You come with us. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just thinking, because we know all these executioners have their own kind of certain disabilities and such like that. Maybe, just maybe, that he might have recognised that from Casca's reaction to this. This is just a kind of blind guess, but obviously something changes this decision here, doesn't it? No, not you. You come with us. Yeah, again, is it that? Is it that he's kind of maybe relates to her a little bit, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe sees a bit of himself in her situation. She's basically disabled in a way, isn't she? Interesting to hear if there is a reason for that. I doubt we will, because I don't really hear these guys' thoughts or anything, do we? But interesting. Oh, I say that we did get to know a lot about one of them. Ah, so was this like a test? Oh wow. So this was the reason. Again, it's always doing this to me. It's always got me kind of theorizing, and then the very next kind of line or page, it fucking does this. Your friend's being taken away, and you don't say a thing. I can't stand lowlifes who only think of themselves. No! Do you know what? I bet the comments are loving this. Wow. This little guy. You know what? I quite respect that decision, to be honest. I quite respect that. I mean, understandable. Usually, normal people would just kind of be silent and be like, yeah, nice. I get to live for a little bit longer. That is the normal reaction, I think. But one this guy does not like. The thing is, it's funny, isn't it? If she would have spoke up like she was thinking about, said wait, she wouldn't have been taken. Oh dear. Why does he look so cute here? And he reminds me of little Sam from Trick or Treat. Really love that movie. One of the best anthologies I've ever watched. Reminds me a little bit of him. Cute but mischievous and devious. And evil. Well, I wouldn't say this guy's evil, but he does evil deeds. Wait! You're wrong! Get out here. Elaine! It's quite interesting as well, because if he took Nina first, Casca... Interesting point, actually. I mean, it's totally hypothetical, because it's never going to happen. Never will happen. Never has happened. But what would this have come out the same way if Nina was taken out? Because would Elaine, I'm calling her Elaine now, would Casca have spoke? Or I feel like she actually would have done something. She would have like grabbed onto her, or Casca would have done something. I don't think she would have said anything, because obviously she can't. Or on the opposite side of that, would Casca have just been herself and just not kind of care, and then would have they took Casca instead of Nina? Brings up an interesting point there, doesn't it? Again, personally, I actually think that Casca probably, again, she wouldn't have said anything, but she might have kind of grabbed at her or something. Not sure though. It's hard, really, isn't it, to predict what this Casca is going to do at any given point. Like with Nina. Why? Is it my fault? Am I in the wrong? Well, I couldn't say it. I was scared. I wanted to abandon Elaine, who knows nothing, and save myself. With this body, I might die soon anyway. No, for that, all the more. I'm disgusting. Again, I feel like a lot of fans are going to really like this chapter. I absolutely fucked this up. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a fan favourite chapter. You saw the way every comment, literally almost every comment was at Nina's throat. The other week. But again, I can't really agree that much with this. I mean, I can understand why she's thinking this, of course, but she did want to stop it. She's just in such a place at the minute, like, and this is such the circumstance as well, that you don't either make rational decisions or you struggle to make irrational decisions, struggle to make a decision in general. Nina, as we see with her kind of moving between a lot of the time. This is divine punishment. Your friends confess that your friends confess that the revered. Yeah. Your friends confess that the revered head of your cult is a woman. Eh? We've already looked into the other woman. You're one of the only two left. Oh, you are the only two left. One of you is a witch. Means Elaine. If I tell them everything right away, I might survive without anything terrible happening. Is that self-centeredness again? And very human. Be like that. Very human. I don't really like. I say that I'm a very hypocritical person. I'm probably very self-centered. I probably look very self-centered from the outside, and I feel like I'm very self-centered. You got to look after yourself, but I also feel like if I don't know. I can't ever really say it, because if some massive ultimatum did happen, I feel like I wouldn't be self-centered. But I can't actually prove that, and I might just be kind of lying to myself, if you know what I'm saying. But so yes, very interesting. Obviously, in a kind of world today, you're taught to be kind of very aware, very kind of self-centered, to look after yourself at all times and such. But again, I can't help but kind of want to help someone else's existence, if that makes sense. I especially during my kind of moving from teenage years to adulthood, always thought that maybe my call in life is not actually just for me, it's for kind of the aid of others. And I think a lot of people go down that line, obviously, with doctors and stuff. But yeah, I didn't ever really follow it up or anything. But I thought a lot about stuff like that at that point in my life. And again, I'm a bit of a kind of walking hypocrisy. As I've said plenty of times, I think everyone is. I think everyone's something till they learn a better way to do things, or a new way, or something. Just because you didn't know something before, does that mean you were living your whole life wrong before you got taught the right way to do something? And just some interesting thoughts. I wonder if she'll speak up now, though. If I tell them, in the end, everyone thinks only of themselves. If I lose even my nerve, I'll end up just like those I look down upon. Luca. Not everyone only thinks of themselves at all times. As I said, I feel like I'm quite a selfish person. But like I said, I feel like there are times and feel like that probably is the case for everyone, where it's not all just about you. I do say that, but I did struggle sometimes with, especially growing up, as not really looking after myself, caring too much about what other people think and other people. And that's probably where a lot of my current kind of trying to be self-centered comes in. Again, I never really looked after myself that well or anything. Courage. Just a little bit will do. Just a grain of your courage. Oh god. Oh god. Here we go. You need a bit more than courage to go through this. Fucking hell. That was a cool ass shot, isn't it? So the light behind her. And this pit. Look at that. So just kind of dark blobs. Gah. She wet herself. I think so. She bloody wet herself. Eee! No! Come on, walk. No! I can't tell what's going on here. Someone lying down on the spikes. This guy's on the wheel, isn't he? They love their fucking wagon wheels, don't they? Oh god. Ah. Lying down, fucking planking face first on a bed of spikes, and then insult to injury, getting clawed at from the back. Jesus Christ. I thought that was a thing to kind of push them on more, but no, they're actually getting clawed from the back as well. We have seen this device used a couple of times, haven't we? Horrible fucking looking device, isn't it? Reminds me of Freddy's glove. But on a broom. Really like how they've set this shot out though. Kind of like footsteps descending deeper into the abyss, and losing more hope as you go along, seeing all this fucking shit. Really well set out, isn't it? Quite artistic. Artistite. Again, the look on Nina's face as it goes along as well. A horrible spike whip. Someone getting like they're getting pulled apart by weights here or something. Girl's getting a boob ripped off. Impossible. What's going on here then? Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. That is probably I'm not sure which one's worse. If that's a man, probably worse being a man. Although I'm not really sure. But someone's getting something put in there from this. Looks like a can opener or fucking a tin opener or something, doesn't it? Jesus Christ. It's not impossible for me. Luca. Shit. Wrong fucking button. I did want to go back up again for a minute anyway. It's not impossible for me, Luca. And that's where we're ending off. Again, I can't wait to see everyone go crazy in the comment section. Conviction arc, birth ceremony chapter, captives, end. Oh damn, that was quite the brutal end to that one. Interesting chapter though. Interesting chapter. Interesting chapter for Nina indeed, wasn't it? Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, as I did predict. As I did predict, literally almost every comment, at least 90% of comments there were just saying yes, deserved. Yeah, that's not deserved. You can understand, can't you? You can understand why some people think that. But let's get right into the Iron Maiden. This was one of the chapters I was most looking forward to at the start of this volume, just from the name of it. Orders to return to the Holy See? But why so suddenly, Abbot? It is a direct notice from the Holy See. I believe it is safe to say that the heretics are subjugated for now. I too am honestly quite relieved. You have performed well in this lengthy duty. Remnants might still be lurking. The public mind is unsettled. Interrogation and execution of sentences will still require some time. What of the Inquisitor's protection during that period? Do not be anxious about that point. This order to return was not addressed to the Holy Iron Chain Knights, but to you, individually, Miss Farnese. That was it now. Interesting. That can't be. Are you saying that as commander I must abandon my enforcers? I will not assent. Cannot comply. There should be no problem in entrusting. I don't think I've heard that word used ever. Entrusting. I think, is that a word? I don't know. Not really any. This volume's got a lot more likes than the last one, which is again quite interesting considering, like I said, I imagine a lot of people loved what happened last chapter. Sorry. There should be no problem in trusting the remainder of the practical duties to Vice Commander Ozon. Miss Farnese, I have heard this papal edict. Well, a couple words there I've never seen. I have heard this papal edict comes through the influence of the Van Diemen family. I feel like I've heard of that name before. Endymion. Of your father. I heard this papal edict comes through the influence of the Van Diemen family. Of your father. Papal edict. Papal edicts are official decrees or orders issued from the Pope. Okay. It's order. Yeah, they're always fucking making things so complex when they don't need to be. In this age, aren't they? I have heard this order comes through the influence of the Van Diemen family. Of your father. You must understand. Though this must be a sacred duty, you must understand. The feelings of your father in not wanting to see you, a woman, detained in his gruesome place. Though this be a sacred duty, you must understand the feelings of your father in not wanting to see you, a woman, detained in this gruesome place. I am. The majority of provisions of aid for these refugees are contributions from the Van Diemen family. Wow. It's nice, but I mean, I haven't really seen too much aid or provisions for these people. But I mean, nice that they're doing something, I guess. Family. Please understand. Please. Lady Farnese. Please wait, Lady Farnese. I'm getting slapped. Ouch. You snitched on me. To father. Eh? Oh, I know. You're reporting my actions in detail to my family. I bet you declared that I gleefully round up heretics to burn at the stake, right? Never. I mean, she doesn't do that. We haven't seen her do that, but I could see that happening. I could see her doing that. The way she's fucking inclined to this pyro, whatever. What's it called? Not pyromancy, but pyrophilia. Pyrophilia. What a nasty face that is as well up there. Father's orders? I'm certain he's so disposed to worrying. You can't disobey the family head either. Indeed. But don't you forget, I am your master. You have sworn your sword to me. I alone am your master. Again, I'd be very interested to see their relationship if they knew a bit about each other's past. Interesting how his eye slightly opens here as well, isn't it? I am your master. Yes, ma'am. Do you hate me? To talk of hate. Fine, forget it. Keep walking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh wow. These guys are about to meet each other. Actually, it looks very feminine in this shot. This is probably the most feminine. You can't even see her eyes, but probably the most feminine we've seen her look, to be honest with you. Barnice. I'm sorry. I've never seen anyone as miserable as you. You disclosed everything before we even could rip off one fingernail. Wow. Nina. Again, easily broken. Understandably easily broken as well. Like I said, her fucking mind state would be so easy to take advantage of. Just show her. All they had to do was show her what was potentially going to happen to her, and looks like she gave it all up. Gave Casca up. Wow. Crying her little tears out. A lot of hate in the comment section, isn't there? This is your last night. Bought with the blood of your friend. Savour it. I like this little guy. Quite cool, actually. Before we could even rip off one fingernail. But, bought with the blood of your friend. Savour it. Bitch. Again, like I can really understand why people hate Nina. Again, I don't think I like her. Like I said, I don't hate her either. Everything in this situation, I'd say maybe 90% of the people in the comment sections would do the exact same. To be honest with you, like I said, everyone's selfish in some way, and when your life's on the line, yeah, when the ultimate question's asked, I think that's when a lot of people show their true colours. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Yeah, look at that. They didn't even get to nearly take it off. Looks like they just put the device on her finger. God damn. Not even worth a finger, hey? Don't apologise. It's depressing. I'm sorry. I've done it again, for fuck's sake. Sorry, guys. Splendid work, Miss Farnese. I'm grateful. Even with all these facilities in use, we do not catch up. Perhaps now it is no exaggeration to say that nearly all of the heretics haunting Albion have been caught. Naturally, due to the glorious commander of the Holy Iron Chain Knights. Your achievements of 3 years ago, as well as your achievements of 3 years ago as well, certainly were not mere fortuity. No, they were providence. Divine providence, eh? Oh dear. Why are they? What is this guy writing down here? What are you possibly writing down? New ways to torture people? Or is he just marking a one off the list? Heretic 1 dead. That horrible whip. The wheel. Oh, bloody hell. Jesus Christ. This guy's knees getting fucking... They get wheeled. Oh my god, that must be horrible. That guy's... He's gonna die. But he's still alive for a bit there. Jesus. Regarding casualties suffered during this task, I will do all in my power to give accommodation to you at the Holy See. Again, you bring me great joy. Father Moscus, yes? No. It is nothing. Oh, Miss Farnese, according to your report, while raiding the heretics' hideaway, you were met by a number of monsters. Aye. The heretics inside the cave were replete. I'm not sure what that word means. Replete. Filled or well supplied with something. So they were well supplied with some kind of suspicious drug or ceremonial incense. Again, every reading there's always something I have to look up, which I really like. I really like that, to be honest with you. I learned a lot about language in this. Maybe it's to be expected. Perhaps the monsters were a mass hallucination caused by it. Those things can't exist. I mean, that was your second experience with them, Farnese, and you saying you went crazy twice. I mean, she really did go crazy the first time, but understandable, I guess. Like I just said, her mind was kind of in a crazed place the first time, and the second time there was potentially hallucinogenics and stuff, but it was real. Obviously, we know that as the viewer. But from her perspective, again, I can understand. Well, I know she wants to shrug it off, but the kind of reasoning is slightly there as well, isn't it? Also, within your reports, why does Moscus look so human here? Interesting. I mean, his nose definitely doesn't, but he mentioned that this black swordsman who once pursued you appeared there. Yes, father. But why? Perhaps he bears some enmity. I struggle with this word. Perhaps he bears some enmity against the Holy Iron Chain Knights. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Casca. His hat thing there looks like the tentacle. I doubt they're the same person or demon. This guy isn't a demon, is he? He's a human. But it looks a lot like the tentacle, what we see with the eye thing that we've been seeing. And Casca picking up there makes it look even more like that's the case. Yeah, I don't actually. I think that's just a coincidence, isn't it? I think that is just coincidence. As Casca walks in, the witch. So, stop it! I mean, as fucked up as this situation is, it's quite cute. Oh dear. Hey! This girl. Now, how can you call someone this dumb a witch? Aren't witches meant to make potions and incantations and recite stuff and make spells? How would someone like this be able to do that? Like, seriously, they never really give any real thought to witches in this era at all, do they? They just see, oh, something unexplainable. Woman. Witch. And there was plenty unexplainable in these times. Is there something about her? Yes, father. When the Black Swordsman appeared, it seemed to me he was trying to rescue her. I have a report. According to the confessions of the heretic... Oh, that's what he was writing down, of course. He was interviewing them. Is a nice way to put it. Torturing the information out of them is more real. According to the confessions of the heretics, that girl seems to be their sorceress, or perhaps some icon of their faith worships. Of that sort. Mistress Witch! Please save me! Mistress Witch! As you can hear, they all plead for her to save them. The heretic sorceress, connected with the Black Swordsman. Fuck off, Moscus. Loom. The sound effect is loom. Is that like a real thing? Is that like a real sound effect with the Japanese? Can they make the sound effect of something looming? I guess so. Pretty amazing, honestly. What is it? Can't remember. That's Nay, I think. Or May, I can't remember. No. Something, I don't know. Can't remember. Got it all written down below me somewhere, but been over a year since I've actually looked at that. Quite the creepy shot here. What is this made out of? I'm just wondering about the kind of structural kind of integrity of this. How does it stand up like that but fold down like this? Like rubber? So I don't know. Obviously not important, but oh god, he spotted it. Grab. Still looks almost brand new, doesn't it? The skin around it looks to be kind of healing a little, I guess, or healed to its maximum extent. It could be, but still almost looks brand new, doesn't it? Surely the mark of a witch. Quite ironic, isn't it? I mean, actually, quite funny because it kind of is the mark of a witch. in a way. It's not exactly the mark of a witch per se, but it's the mark of someone extremely lucky enough to get out of a situation to do with demons and survive, and then be branded by those very same demons for death. The fact that she's alive right now is kind of witch-like in a way. So it's quite funny, but also again quite ironic considering it's coming from a demon saying that to a human. Or what I expect to be a demon. Again, I can't imagine Moscus as human. But then again, we haven't actually seen anything too demonic from him other than those horrible kind of veiny faces. But yeah, it's quite funny in general, that statement right there, isn't it? It would seem there is need to investigate this girl in special detail. Really? This is your how do you plan on interrogating anyone with this? Here is the Iron Maiden. Couldn't tell from the blood coming under. But I mean, what kind of idiots use this as an interrogation tool? This is just a killing tool, is it not? It's just a killing tool. This girl's body comes out hole filled. If these screams are getting louder, the torture chamber must be this way. Maybe Casca's there too. Gotta hurry. Gun Puck. Puck looking like normal again. Haven't seen him look like this in a while. Oh, obviously we saw that last chapter, but before last chapter. That's it. Really? Holy crap. Cat! Holy crap. How are we stopping this? Oh. Is this an interrogate? This is less of an interrogation. I feel like this is more of a test, isn't it? But again, surely Moscus, if he is a demon, knows that she's just human. But it's also an interesting point. Why would they just kill her? If Barney's and I imagine Moscus understand that she's of importance to Guts from what we just spoke about. But why would they kill her straight after that? Why? I don't think she's going to die. Hey, Gun Puck. So Spike's getting awfully close. Mistress Witch! Ah, that's quite the shot there, isn't it? Casca's face right there. In the Iron Maiden. Look a little Puck here. Casca! Holy crap. What the fuck? As her brand bleeds and bubbles up with a lot of blood, by the way. It seems a fair amount of demons in the Iron Maiden. Within the blood. Drooling down. Ugh. Really cool shot. I really like this shot here. This shot's pretty damn cool as well, isn't it? Yeah, what the fuck? It really does look like she's a witch. When shit like this happens. Like, what the hell? Like, these demons are essentially protecting her right here. As the Iron Maiden just explodes. I think they did say at the end of the chapters in the last video, that was the the sun was going down, so it's nighttime now. Running as it just explodes. Guys get sent backwards. And she very much looks like a witch here. Got the beauty as well. I mean, that's always a factor in this times, how beautiful a woman is. They're eternal or whatever. Everlasting life. Blah blah blah. Your Mozgus reaction. So is he not a demon, Mozgus? Fuck knows. Huh? What? What is this? The heavies. All the blood splattered all over the place as well. Wow. What the fuck is going on? Little puck didn't have to do anything, luckily. What the fuck is actually going on? The demons coming out the back end of the Iron Maiden. They're just like embracing her. Obviously they're going to be touching there. I mean, that was... Wow. So yeah, that is the end. Definitely need to read a few comments for this. I've got... What's going on with these demons? I've seen a couple of times. Last time we saw them, they didn't exactly come to her... Well, they kind of came to her aid in a way in the Den of Evil, didn't they? In a way. They created the chaos that kind of almost got us out of that situation, but we got captured again. But before that, they stopped the they came at the perfect time to stop the what they call the heretics from raping Casca. They were quite clutch then, but before that, I think it was at like the river or something with Nina. They tried to attack us, and her son stopped them. Maybe this is the influence of the sun, but I don't really know. Strange. Fascinating, isn't it? Are they kind of... I mean, when someone's branded, they're branded to die and be a sacrifice, aren't they? We've seen a lot of the time Casca more than many actually not being the subject of killing, but the subject of, again, the R word, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that, so I kind of messed up earlier. Subject of that, and kind of what's it called? Exposure, I guess. Exposing themselves to Casca more than any other person we've seen in this show. Like they usually, when they see anyone else, they usually kill. When they see Casca, they do the kind of dirty, if you know what I'm saying. So that in itself is quite interesting. It's just weird. Why are they like embracing her and not killing her? What is special about Casca? Maybe it's because these kind of souls are the ones that died, or the kind of heretics that kind of believed in the witch Casca and still kind of hold that belief in her, so they're not killing her as a demon as well. We've seen the kind of the human side kind of mix in with these kind of stray evil spirits, haven't we? So maybe it's that. I really like designs like this though, like designs like Pride from Full Metal Out. Is it Pride? No. Yeah, I think it was Pride from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I think there was something else quite similar, but these kind of black shapes, kind of mixture of just dark shapes. I quite like how ambiguous it is. Obviously, this one a little less ambiguous, but it's like that kind of. I feel like a lot of the time in horror, less is more. If you know what I'm saying. Not saying that there's less here. Again, there's some really nice designs, and there's a lot of complexity in the drawing of this, I imagine. But kind of like this again, just kind of dark, shapeless shapes, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, let's read what the comment section have to say here. Yeah, this guy got it right. Nigina is really hateable, but realistic at the same time. Yeah, this guy gets it. That is 100% for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I really liked. I really liked the scene of Casca playing with the executioners. That was really cool, wasn't it? Nice bit of a nice little break from the brutality. No one's actually talking about this shot here. Again, I imagine it might probably going to get explained next chapter by the fucking again the way I talk about things sometimes, but again, very interesting end, isn't it? Yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about these chapters down in the comment section. Again, some very interesting stuff to get. A lot with Nina, of course. Again, I know she's not his favorite character ever, but some really interesting stuff with her. A very realistic, again, view of a dying girl, dying in a lot of ways. To be honest, very interesting look at her, but a little bit more lightness. Slight more lightness here, which again was nice. Like I said, I feel like a story like Berserk really does need a kind of break every now and then, doesn't it, from the kind of brutality and ruthlessness, darkness. But yeah, super interesting scene at the end here, wasn't it? Super interesting. Like, surely if this was normal, these demons would just try and take her over or kill her right here, right? But instead they destroy the Iron Maiden and then surround her and kind of envelop her rather than overtake her. Interesting, isn't it? I really want to read the next chapter. I was hoping to read 3 chapters today, but it looks like I've done that last week. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Fascinating stuff. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back, I think, tomorrow for you guys. Again, I always record these a week in advance, so I think it'll be tomorrow for you guys with parts 1 and 2 of Blood Flow of the Dead to end off this volume. So hopefully you join me there. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.